Would you go like full shaven, or would you go like you know, like some people do, like they have like kind of designs kind of shaved into their head and stuff? Would you do that, or would you go like completely shaved head? I have every 4 or 5 months for the last 2 years. I haven't had the money to get it cut professionally. Interesting. Full? I honestly, it was my first time getting it like with an actual blade. And I think I want to do that like all the time now. I think like every month I could probably go and get it. It's very expensive though, so I have to budget accordingly, but like I'd love to do it every month. Yeah, it's usually, I usually use a clipper. That's what I do. I usually use a clipper. I don't trust myself to do it like on my own though with a blade. I feel like that you can, there's a technique to not cut yourself, and I do not know that technique. One thing that I've noticed though is, and that was a kind of a surprise, is I never used to have any I don't typically, like, I burn quite easily under the sun, but it's never been kind of a situation where like I had to put on like sunscreen on my head. But I spent like an hour outside I think last weekend, like and I had like a massive sunburn on my head. So now it's something I have to keep thinking of, kind of like do that. Any tattoos common where you live? Actually, tattoos are fairly common here. Yeah, I don't have any tattoos myself. I don't have anything against tattoos. I think they're awesome. I just don't think that I would ever love a design enough to not get bored by it after a while. And so I'm doing the responsible thing where, like, before I ink myself, I want to make sure that like it's something that I will 100% always want there. Like the name of a kid, for example, like if I had a kid or something, right? Because like your kid will always be your kid, even if it dies, right? That kind of stuff. Because other than that, like it would have to be something that I... You have 34. Okay, how many? Oh, that's a good question. How many tattoos do you guys have? Samurai got 34 tattoos. That is so many tattoos. I know Van has a few. I thought you had 2. You only have 1? Okay, Van has 1 tattoo. Carton, you got 2. Well, since it's not that many, do you mind sharing like what they are? It doesn't have to be a picture. You can just like say what they are. Unless it's like personal and stuff, which is totally fine. You don't have to share, but I'm just curious. I got a Kenji for water with the words "be like water." I want to get another one, maybe next season. A design of tattoos that I really like is like Viking stuff, like Viking kind of designs and stuff. That I really do enjoy the look of. I'm not sure I would necessarily have it though, because again, like I think maybe like one day in my life I get bored, and then I would regret it. But that's the kind of design that I really like. I mean, obviously I like Japanese stuff, obviously, so I would totally probably enjoy like a Japanese kind of design of some kind. Uh-oh. That was bad. Note to self. Don't topple those creatures. They don't like it. One on the right shoulder of a fireman's cross with a Celtic knot behind it and a rose and dragon design on my left. Ooh, that's actually kind of neat. I can kind of picture it. That's actually kind of neat. Do you have any people in your family that have tattoos? Jazz. I feel like here, I think my father's girlfriend has some. My father has one. My brother and sister don't have any though. That much I know. Van's actually the first girlfriend I've ever had who's had tattoos. It's really not that common actually. Like in my, at least like in my circle, like even my friends and stuff, like not a whole lot of people have tattoos. I think like some of them might have like one. It's really not common now that I think about it. I mean, I've had plenty of coworkers that had a ton of tattoos, but like close friends, it doesn't seem to be that common for some reason. 5 of my cousins went to high school with a girl who is now a tattoo artist. Nice. Actually, one of my colleagues wants to become a tattoo artist, and she's a really good artist. Like to the point where like I wanted her to do some designs for the stream, because she's really good. Dragon and Rose Design Samurai and I have a matching one with minor changes. That's so cool. To them on the right arm, and then our arms are side by side. They're looking at each other. That's really cool actually. So if you guys are next to each other, the two dragons are looking at each other. That's so cool. That's such a clever idea for like for tattoos. Because like just having the same design is one thing, but like having a design that kind of like makes sense is so cool. I mean, maybe one day I'll have it. I'm not sure, like, what are your thoughts on like having the name of your significant other tattooed on yourself though? To me, I feel like, even though like I know I'll probably spend the rest of my life with the person, I feel like that's a bit too much, maybe. I'm not sure. Like I mean, not that I think like Van would do it or anything, but like what if that significant other like cheats on you or something at some point in life, you know? Pets and kids only. Oh, pets is a good call. Yeah, pets is a good point. Yeah, I could totally see pets as well. True, very true. Because they're basically like kids essentially, and you have them for so long. Some of them you know you have them for like decades, at least a decade. One of my cousins has a butterfly tattoo she got in the 90s. She regrets it now because it's 2000. Because in 2010 it has become a symbol of yeah, oh true. I mean it like, see, that's another thing, right? Like symbols and stuff, like kind of like the meaning changes over time. The one thing that I'd be worried about having a tattoo that's like a random symbol is somebody else like co-opting that symbol for like a hate group or something. Because it's the last thing you want, right? Like you don't want to have like a symbol, and it turns out like it's being used by like a new breed of like neo-Nazis or something, you know? That's pretty good. We had a good crystal there. Are we gonna Triforce? Yeah, I feel like Triforce is pretty timeless too. Yeah, true. It's hard to put into words, Carton. So like, is it for the same reason? Like it's of the worry that like, what if something happens? I get one of her covers due to it being used as a hate group. No way, really? Oh wow, I was just saying that like that. I didn't realize it was the thing that like actually happened to someone in chat. That's crazy. Damn. Good night, Annie. Yeah, it's crazy. Does it have quests? I feel like I do have quests. Oh, it's because like I killed all the monsters, right? We're not done with that quest that like the monsters spawn here. Let's go here. If I go to the same location, they're gonna respawn, right? That's nuts. What about like pop culture stuff? Like Encrypt mentioned like Triforce. Like what's your thoughts on like pop culture tattoos? Because that's another thing that worries me. It's like having a tattoo of something that like you like right now, and then you end up like not caring for later on. Like let's say like people that got like a good example, people that got like a Matrix tattoo. Right? Like it was super huge when it first came out and people probably got tattooed. And nowadays it's like, eh. Or kind of like Game of Thrones. Like it got like the first few seasons, like it was this huge phenomena. And then like at the end of it, people didn't like the last few seasons. And then like, and now it's kind of like people aren't excited about it at all anymore. It kind of like ruined it. If the name of a significant other is used in memorial, I would do it. Oh, for sure. Yeah. True. Yeah. True. In memorial, for in a heartbeat, for sure. But it is kind of tacky. True. Kind of like a trim stem, for example, like the actual butterfly above the butt, for example. Like, even if you think it's pretty, it has kind of like a cultural meaning nowadays where like it's not like looked favorably upon. I think like some video games, I would probably be worth it to still have a tattoo of. Like I feel like some of them are pretty timeless. Like the Triforce, for example, we just said, or like maybe like a Final Fantasy. Like a generic Final Fantasy thing, right? Because like that will never get ruined, essentially, right? Like if I get like for example like a Final Fantasy X tattoo, like that game is not changing. Like it got released, it's out now, and it has remained the same. So for me, when I played it, it was awesome, and it's still awesome. And it kind of like, to me, I feel like if it were to be a game or something, it would have to be something that like let's say I play a game 10 years down the line, I still think about that game and it's still important to me. Then I feel like then it stood up to the test of time, and then it's kind of like chances are I'm still gonna like it years and years and years later. What about the Monado? I don't think so. I mean, as much as I like this game and stuff, like I don't think it's a really, really good game, but like it's too early still. I'm not emotionally attached yet. Unlike, for example, the Keyblade. I mean, I'm not saying I would get a Keyblade tattoo, but like I'm saying, like the Keyblade has more of an emotional connection to me than the Monado. because probably because like it's been longer and stuff. Like do we still have quests here? I don't even know, man. Skill tree. Oh, Ricky's getting stuff. Movement speed up. Oh. Oh, I don't have enough points. That's too bad. Oh, and I don't have her anymore. Can't have either. Yeah, I don't have enough points. I want both. I don't have enough points. Oh no. Oh, we have a friend. Carton, Samurai, anybody. Nuke that person. Boom, Carton got it. Pew, pew. Thank you, Carton. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Given is more iconic. Oh, true. Yeah, it's more iconic than Monado for sure. Like, a lot more people know what it is too. Kind of like getting like a tattoo for like a Trails game, for example. Like it's as much as like as big as the fan base is for those games, it's still not as like culturally significant as like the Triforce, for example, which is like so much bigger. I think at least. The classic like Mario or Triforce will always be in. Other icons like Chocobo or another character, as long as it's memorable to a person, it's good. Oh, true, yeah. Chocobo, Moogle, like those are always going to be. And the cool thing too is like, unlike like a character from like a very specific game, like it's like difference between getting like a tattoo of like Cloud versus a tattoo of like a Chocobo or like a Moogle. Would be the same as like getting a tattoo of like a single character in Ocarina of Time versus getting a tattoo of like Link or the Triforce or like one of the fairies. Because like those are like in multiple games, and so they're like their cultural impact is so much bigger because people are used to seeing them around and stuff more. At least in my opinion. Is the like I don't want to ask. I wanted to ask something I'm not gonna ask because I think if I do, it might mess up the I don't want to get spoiled with the story of this game, so I'm not gonna ask. I'll keep that for when we start the second game. Okay, quest log. Oh, we have a ton of quests still. Grab materials from Mixer, okay. Generic blades from Mechons on the Bionus leg. Oh, we have to go and get those. Okay, we have to go back to town for that one. Give the camouflage to Tati, so that's in town as well. Probably in town. Wapol Sardi? Near the Ek. Watering hole. Here? True. I've actually re-added the channel point to remind me to save. The Triforce in separated form were different colored diamonds. True. Very true. Wow, Chaz, that's crazy. I forgot about that, but you're right. It is. Well, thank you, Encrypt. I just did, but thank you. Yeah, let's do it again. So that, yes. By the way, don't forget, guys, you can, and it's encouraged to do so, tell me which character to play. So if you want me to play a different character or you think it's going to be funny, you can spend points in chat and do that. Who do we... Power, Crimson, Wisdom, Blue, Green, and Courage unknown. Wait, we didn't know the color for Courage? I thought we did. Really? I was sure we did. Okay, hold on. I have to change time. These are not appearing tonight, I think. Is my problem. They said near the water hole, so they could literally be anywhere. Also, you know what? I should probably track the quest directly. I would help. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're pretty far. That's what I thought. Like they're near, but like near in this game means like 1,000 miles from here. Only 2 of the 3 were in the original game in the cartoon as well. Interesting. I was sure we knew all of them. Ah, that's crazy to me. Oh well.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. Pesky thing. Come on, we can do it.
Ricky does like pretty good damage.
We can definitely do this. Too easy.
Of course we pulled like another one, obviously.
This is the Monardo's power. Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together.
Are we done? No, we're not done. Of course not. Why would we be done?
Everyone, let's go. We're the best.
Are we done now?
Fighting easy monsters. Let's stay alert.
Ricky's actually super strong. How is he so strong? A quirky liver? What does that mean, quirky? What can that mean? What do you think like a quirky liver looks like? Okay. So I'm like, so we're now like more friends, but I still can't get anything in here yet. Okay. Whatever. I don't sleep as much anymore, guys. I noticed, like I mentioned it before, like I sleep like about like 4. Sorry, not 4, like 5 hours maybe, tops. Lately, like I've been like getting less sleep for some reason. I don't even remember the like what it felt like to sleep as much. I think the longest I've ever slept in my life ever must have been like more than 24 hours. I think I've wait, hold on. No, probably not. Probably like, I want to say maybe 18 hours. Yeah, maybe 18. Yeah, 18 is probably the highest number I've ever slept. And that was probably like once, and I probably because like I had surgery and I had I was some under some kind of medications or something. I don't think I've ever slept like longer than that, just like on the natural. What's this? What's the smallest amount of time, or rather the longest amount of time you've ever slept? The smallest is pretty easy. You can have like a 1 hour nap. Realistically, like I think like a 12-hour sleep is pretty standard. Like I'm pretty sure like I've done that many times. 18 hours must have probably happened. I'm pretty sure, but like it must have been like one time. Maybe when I was like a teenager. Like when I was a teenager, I slept a ton. Could not stop sleeping. What kind of other quests do we have here? Yellow Flower Grove in Magna Forest, but only at night. Lazy Bluco? Where? Yellow Flower Grove. So that's where the monsters were spawning, right? Yeah, it's here. It's just where the like centipedes we were killing earlier were spawning. So there, and only at night. What if it's like always or not? Hey Sage, what's up, man? You already did the Bana side quest? Can you remind me what it was? Shortest 45-minute power nap, longest 16 hours. Was it like was it recent, Cardin? Like a recently 16 hours? Or was it like me, like when you were a teenager or something, like a long time ago? Yeah, gaming, what's the side quest supposed to be about? Maybe I did it. What's the name of it? Maybe if you remember the name, I can look up if I completed it or not. Okay, let's do time. Night. It was a while ago. Oh, I think he's here. I think he's the one with the illegal pollen trading. Oh yeah, I remember that. Pretty sure I did it. Or maybe I'm in the process of doing it. Hold on. Pollen orb ingredients. No, that's not it. But I remember that. So I guess I must have done it. Pretty sure I remember that, like from a dialogue. Can I do, wait, hold on. Completed. Yeah, it's Colony 9. I want Frontier Village. I'm not sure, but it rings a bell, so like I must have done it. What? It's here, but it's not here. Oh, is that you? Oh, that's you! You're lazy, Bluco. Why is he lazy? Oh, if I do that, yeah, it's bad. Okay, we're good. I have to keep in mind that like I mustn't tuple. not bad. He's dying pretty fast, actually. Did a no pawn end up getting punishment in the quest you did? Maybe not, actually. Here's my problem, gaming, is last time we played this was like Sunday, and Sunday is pretty far in my mind, so like I mean, I don't think I remember a no pawn getting punished. I don't think so.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
So maybe it didn't happen yet. Yeah, we got all of these. That's fine. Let's go back to the village now, though. No. Let's go here. Let's do this too.